What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new review. Today I'm talking Call Me By Your Name. Yes, the film starring Timothée Chalamet as a young guy who starts to fall for an older man named Armie Hammer. And when I saw the trailers, I was intrigued to see it, but then obviously more nominations start coming out for this film, and I had to see this film. I wanted to see it. I was intrigued to see it after hearing all the award buzz for this film and all the buzz from people I've known to see it. And the one thing going into this film is I didn't know if I was going to be able to relate to the film in any way, because I'm not like, I like girls. Like, I've never liked a guy like that. But I understood, like, I'm fine with this type of stuff, and I wanted to see what was the hype about this film, because so many people I know are saying that they can relate to this film in any other way. And after coming out of the film is masterful. It's emotional, and it is one of the best films of last year. Like, one of the best. It's fantastic. It is really a uniquely told story, and that's something that I have to give the director big props, because he takes a film, he doesn't tell it in an ordinary way. He tells it in a very unordinary way. This is a very different type of storytelling that I haven't seen in a film ever. And I mean, that's big props to the director, because the way he tells this film, this is a film that I looked at the whole time I was watching. I was like, I can totally see myself 10 years from now when I have a kid and they see a film class and they go to a film class. This is a film that people are going to study. There's hidden stuff in here. There's signals. There's small, noticeable stuff that you will find in the background, stuff going on in the film, and just subtle stuff that you don't see. And it's just like, perfect. And the film does such a good job of making you not feel like you're watching a film, but feeling like you're there with the family, enjoying this time in Italy. And I mean, saying Italy, it makes me want to go to Italy. It made me feel like I was there as they're going on this adventure, going to certain places in Italy, and just how fascinating the film looked. It was like I was there with the family. Besides the subtle nods, I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, are the performances really that well? Well, Timothée Chalamet, he's my pick for Best Actor this year. I get it. Gary Oldman was fantastic in The Darkest Hour, but Timothée Chalamet was so freaking good in here. He was subtle, but he was great. And by the ending of the film, the final shot of this film, I like related on such a personal level to this guy that I was in depth, I was engrossed, and I was like, I want him to win. He is so good, but I understand that he is going to have a bright future ahead of him. I mean it. Of course, Armie Hammer is another one that's got snubbed at the Oscars, and I think he deserved the nomination. Armie Hammer is fantastic in here. But there's one performance that I think a lot of people are overlooking that I think this was the biggest snub of the Oscars. Michael Stalberg. Yes, we saw him in Shape of Water, and he's also in here playing his dad. And holy crap. The whole time I was watching the film, this is my thing with this film, I was enjoying it. I liked it. I liked the chemistry between Armie Hammer and Timothée especially. That works so damn well, and it's so believable. But the thing is that I wasn't totally into the film. I didn't get why people were so engrossed into the film. I didn't get why people felt so relatable to the film, no matter what you're into, boy, girl, dog, whatever. I didn't get it until Michael Stalberg has one scene towards the very end of the film, probably in the last 15 minutes, and it's this big monologue that the film rests on. And if this didn't work, the film wouldn't work at all. I really believe this. If this monologue did not work, and the performance that he gave at this monologue did not work, the whole film, at least for me, would not have worked in any way. And when he gives this monologue, it is so emotional. I started finding myself almost tearing up. I found myself relating and started thinking about the past and stuff in my life. And it made me relate to it on such a personal level that I can honestly say that I would recommend this film to almost any single person. And I would tell them, stick it through until that monologue. Because I think every single person should hear that monologue. I think every single person should see this film because of that monologue. And once that monologue hits, you get what this whole film is about. And that's why I love Call Me By Your Name. I really wish it would have gotten more nominations at the Oscars. The song nomination, totally deservable. The cinematography is fantastic in here. I really wish Michael Stalberg would have gotten nominated. I think he deserved it over. He would have been my pick to win this year. And that's saying a lot because I love Sam Rockwell, but I think that monologue was rested so much on him, and he gave it wonderfully. Armie Hammer, of course, is fantastic in here. I think this is probably his best performance to date. Timothée Chalamet is a breakthrough actor, and I cannot wait to see what the guy does next. Overall, Call Me By Your Name is beautifully filmed, beautifully directed, tons of stuff in there to study and analyze. And again, this is a film that I didn't think I was going to relate to. This isn't a film that I think I was going to love as much as I did. And I came out of it after all the hype, after everyone telling me how great this film is, how relatable it can be to any single person. I came out of this film saying, wow, that is fantastic. And I have to say, the final shot in this film, again, is probably my final shot of last year that I saw in any other film. That was my final shot of any film I've ever seen last year, because again, it's one of those shots that just imprints into your head, and I think every single person has been in a moment of their life in that situation and can find themselves relating to this, whether it's a friendship, a relationship with a boy or a girl, or any relationship you've ever had in your life. That's what brings this film together, is because this film really relies on telling a relationship story, and that's what's beautiful about the film. I'll say there are some problems with the film that I did have. Sometimes there were scenes that I totally could have cut out completely. It didn't really add to anything. Given we don't get a lot of what the characters' backstories are, and I feel like that works for the most part, but because you still end up feeling for the characters, I just wanted more stuff on their backstory part to understand a little bit more about them. And really, the scenes that I would have cut out were some of the scenes that kind of added more stuff to them. But they're simple scenes, and I mean, some people might find this film completely boring until that monologue, and you're like, okay, I get it, because that's kind of how I was. There were some scenes where I was like, okay, let's keep moving along. Like, there's scenes of him just riding a bike, or swimming in the river, or writing notes. That's some of the scenes in this film with no dialogue at all, but it works. And I have to give a big shout out to the sound mixing in this. Holy crap, the sound mixing was great. That was something surprising. It really, it added to the effect that you were there. Overall, I loved Call Me By Your Name. It really is a surprising film for me. I did not expect to love this film as much as I did. Usually going into the film after all this hype, all this Oscar love, I'm going to be disappointed in it. But overall, I'm going to give Call Me By Your Name an A. I think this is one of the most surprising films I've seen in a very long time, and I hope you guys go check out Call Me By Your Name. I really implore you guys to find a theater near you and see Call Me By Your Name and cheer on Timothy to win the Best Actor. I think the guy deserves it. Of course, guys, as always, if you're new, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Make sure to comment down below and tell me what you guys thought about Call Me By Your Name. Are you excited for it? Have you not seen it yet? That's what I want to hear down below. But of course, guys, make sure to also go check out Sandwich John Films down below, of course, because we do movie news, movie reviews, and also you can find advanced screenings down below where you can win and go see some screenings in a town near you. So, of course, guys, make sure to go check us out down below. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And, of course, until next time, stay classy.